Good to go. Good to go. Talking Stuff podcast episode, blah, 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 whatever.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's how we do numbers now.
That's our new intro. Just dive right in. I'm Steven, your host.
What's happening? It's your boy Zoe.
And it's Mick Shits over here.
Miss Shitty Shit.
Second week in a row, baby.
Yeah, continuity, motherfucker. It goes from week to week.
We got that.
Shits in my mouth.
Special episode. We don't have a topic, so we're just going to be talking about shit. Kind of like the first episode. If you haven't listened to it, go back. The sound quality isn't great, but
yeah.
Somebody didn't have the right mic on.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm in the kitchen and you guys are in the living room. Hey, what's going on over there, guys?
Yeah,
Nothing much, just over here doing what we're doing.
That sounds great. I'm really into it. Can I come in that room, please?
I was just about to say, you are allowed to come join us.
I'll be there next episode.
When I find the motherfucker that did that, spoiler alert, it was me.
You gotta punish yourself now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Da Vinci Code, the dude that was like whipping himself in the name of Christ or some shit. Have you guys seen that movie? Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that and the second one. They're coming out with a third one.
Are they?
I don't know. The second one is Demons and Angels.
Angels and
Yeah,
Demons. I've never seen the second one.
Oh. Angels and Demons in the Outfield. It was the best baseball movie ever.
Christopher Lloyd and Danny Glover do it again.
DJ. Have you ever really noticed how many movies he's in?
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, too. Like, he's in everything.
Dude, Danny Glover is... I mean, he showed up in the first Saw, and that was surprising to me. I had no idea he was in it.
Did you know that is actually very loosely based on a true unsolved mystery that happened right here in Ohio?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it, Danny.
I would love to.
Did it happen
I'm casually resting my chin on my
shoulder as I stroked his forehead. No, it happened in the
Did this happen to you?
No.
Okay.
But it did happen where I used to live on the east side of Cleveland. It happened in the Painesville area. Apparently, it's on unsolvedmysteries.com or whatever. You can pause the podcast and go and look it up. But there was...
Yeah, never pause us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How
go
dare
to
you?
Go to the website
you?
while listening.
Just try and read over this penis. But anyways, this guy ordered a pizza and someone came to deliver his pizza and he knocked the guy out and put a makeshift bomb around his neck and then gave him a handmade cane gun. And when the dude woke up, he had a letter, and apparently he had a stopwatch on him. He said, "You have 60 minutes to go and rob this bank. I'll be watching. If you touch the thing around your neck, it will explode. If anyone tries to take it off you, it'll explode." This is real. And the dude went to the bank, robbed the bank with this thing on his neck. There's footage of him doing this. He like handed them a note. He's like, "Give me the money or this bomb's going to go off around my neck." Then he goes... because he had to rob the bank and then go to a McDonald's parking lot where there was a list of instructions.
No, buy a McChicken.
Yeah, give me a goddamn McGriddle. Oh, they're not out yet. Fuck, well, better make one. But no, he had to go to he had to go to a certain bush where then there was instructions for him to go to another place where he could then get the key to take the bomb off. But he got stopped on the road in Painesville by the cops, and like the news is sitting there filming this, so you're watching this live. There's this dude with this shit around his neck. He's like, "Don't come over here, the dude's gonna blow it up. Like, he's gonna fucking kill me, don't come over here." And what do the cops do? Walk over to him to try and get it off, and you see this dude's head explode on live fucking news.
Dang.
I was gonna say a little flag that says "Bang" pops out, and then OJ comes out and is like, "You just got juice."
If the glove don't quit, blow his fucking head off with the bomb. But yeah, no, and I guess they found the next note, and it said to go off to Route 2 off of Painesville. Little reference there, and then. There would be the key and another list of instructions, but for the pure time that it would have taken, he would have had to go like 80 miles an hour driving just to get this thing taken off.
Instructions.
Yeah, it was just a dude who wanted to fuck with somebody, and the guy never got caught.
Now, 2 questions.
Damn.
No.
Number 1, what the fuck is a cane gun?
And the other one was the guy you.
No, I still currently have the head.
No, the guy that was playing the fucked up prank on somebody.
The statute of limitations for murder is a pretty long one. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Cane gun.
Cane
What the
gun.
fuck
Yeah.
is a cane
So
gun?
it's a handmade cane that had a shotgun shell in it, and it had a lever that came out. So like if you squeeze it, he had a one-shot shotgun that was a cane.
Oh, gee.
And apparently it actually worked because they tested to see if it worked.
What was the gun for from the killers?
No, it was in case if he tried to rob the bank and they wouldn't let him get it, he would shoot. He was supposed to shoot someone to show that he meant business so that he could get the money.
Got you.
But yeah, like you saw a dude's head explode on live news. And yes, internet, it's still out there. You can still go and find this.
All right.
It's amazing.
Second question.
I can't stop jerking off to it.
What's
your question?
You're just like me in that fitness model.
Except her head's still currently attached.
Yeah, I know.
Well, after Photoshop.
Second question. Was it the pizza delivery guy?
Yeah, the pizza delivery guy. Like, this dude went to deliver a pizza, like...
He was the victim.
He's the victim.
Okay. Because I was gonna say...
I was thinking too.
I was gonna say, how's this guy know that this dude ordered a pizza? So he could pretend to be a pizza delivery guy.
Of all the spots to get lost in that story, you're like, was it pepperoni or sausage?
As he's walking up to the porch, he's like, please let this guy be somebody that just ordered pizza.
Did you order pizza? Yes.
Open the door now.
Okay.
Thank God.
Chloroform.
Now sleep time.
Yes, I'm going to finish this pizza, and then you're going to go fucking rob this bank.
So how did you feel like, because you said you lived kind of like...
Well, I didn't know what happened until, like, I found out from my ex-brother-in-law that, well, he was currently, whatever, but he told me about it. I was like, fuck you, that's not true. He's like, no, dude, that's really based on something that happened in Ohio. I'm like, that's not true. He's like, here's the internet. And I was click.
Because you never knew of the internet at the time, right?
No, like, I didn't know to look it up, because there's a lot.
You're like, what's the internet? And your brother-in-law was like, well, it's a series of tubes, and it conveys information all around the world.
So it's like, oh my god, it's like pneumatic tubes. All right. But no, I looked it up and was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then I immediately started masturbating in front of him.
So that was your new porn?
And he was like, yeah, Danny, get it. Go.
He's like, I didn't know you were left-handed.
He's just like, you're not. You're like, I'm not. I'm just a switch hitter, baby.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
But yeah, so that was like the weirdest fucking day. Yeah, because I went and found that. Yeah, go find it. It's amazing.
That's crazy because I used to love them movies too. Like I've seen every one of them.
Yeah, they're making another one, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be making another one.
That story reminds me of my friend showed me the video clip of I think he was like some sort of government official or like a mayor of a town who got like they found him committing some crime, so he had to step down from office and he committed suicide at the press conference where he was doing it. He had like this manila folder and he just pulls out a gun and then puts the gun in his mouth and just shoots himself
in the face. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And me being as naive as I was at the time, I was thinking it was going to be like a movie where his head explodes. But,
like Shawshank Redemption or something?
Yeah, but no, it kind of just looked like blood just started pouring. Like, it looked like he started crying blood. And like blood came out of his ears.
And then you just hear, the first time I met Andy Dufresne, I thought he was a tall drink of water. Because Morgan Freeman just voiced it over, like she does for everything.
Like, I can't even think of anything to say. Sorry. Go on. Yeah, new Saw.
Yeah, so the new Saw is coming out. It looks meh.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna go see it.
I've only ever seen the first two.
I watched them just because I liked them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that they continue to get better, but
the
first,
it,
just because I like the first one, so I'm gonna watch to see how the other, because they all tie into each other. So it's like when you see one of them, the other one kind of makes sense. But what happens? So
it's all kind of just murder porn for me.
It's like Final Destination. It's just like, I don't watch them because you're
just there for the kill scene.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all it is.
That's what I'm saying by murder porn.
I like those movies.
Dude, Final Destination, yeah, they're fun to watch for the kills.
Yeah, I'm still terrified of driving behind a semi that has logs or any type of tubes on it because I think it's going to break and fall off and hit me in the face.
Yeah, it's just like getting on an airplane, like on the first movie, like it makes it like Makes me think of that a little bit.
Mm,
Like, never second guess yourself.
yeah, you just get on there.
Speaking of airplanes, so there's this thing on the internet right now, where this will come out in like a week. So there was a thing on the internet like 2 weeks ago that people cared about and probably don't care about anymore. But this United Airlines, if I remember correctly, they overbooked their flight and they kicked paying customers off. Have you heard about
I
this?
heard about it, but I didn't like look at. I've just been seeing United Airlines memes everywhere, but I didn't really know what.
Yeah, they
it's all about.
needed to get 4 or 5 of their employees on a flight to somewhere, so they had to kick off 5 passengers so that their employees could get on there. And people are like, well, I have places like I paid for this ticket, I need to go. They're like, okay, we're going to pick 5 people now because no one volunteered. So like 2 people got kicked off, someone else got kicked off, and they went to this other dude. It was an Asian dude, and he was a doctor apparently. He needed to
kick
go.
their ass because he knows kung fu.
It goes the other direction.
Oh, jeez.
But he's like, no, I need to get to. I can't. We'll just say.
I'm not really.
We'll
racist,
just say
by the
Atlanta.
way. That was just being funny. Go on.
How dare you?
You can be racist. Bear with me, because it's something I noticed in one of the clips that I've noticed no one else has noticed, and it's hilarious to me. But we'll get back to that racist bit in a bit. So they go to kick him off the plane. He goes, no, you're kicking me off the plane because I'm Asian. And they're like, no, well, you can't really hear anything. But in the video, you see he's like, no, you're doing it because I'm Asian. I need to go to this place. I'm a doctor. I have patients. And a cop just walks up, grabs his head, slams it on the armrest partition, breaks the dude's nose and knocks him out. And then they proceed to grab him and drag him out like he's a dead body by his hand.
Jeez.
As he's holding his cell phone. Here's the part that's funny and racist. He was playing Pokemon Go the whole time. The Asian dude's still playing Pokemon Go on an airplane. But no, it didn't take off. I just thought that was funny. I'm like, wait a minute, he's playing Pokemon Go. And
that's fucked up.
They smashed the shit out of his head and like dragged him out. That's like a big. There's like 4 videos of it trending in the top 25 on YouTube.
So when he said he had somewhere he had to go, was it like because of his job? Or?
Yeah, he was a doctor. Like he had patients that he needed to go see wherever they were going.
You would thought he would have priority.
Yeah, that's
because I know if he was coming to save my life, he better be on that plane.
Yeah. It's fucked up. Yeah,
stuff like that.
He better sue that cop.
Yeah, I guess the cop. This is one of the few times, not to get like political or stuff, but this is one of the few times the cop actually did lose his job right away that he should. But
Officer Hutch was probably
no, the big problem was
fired from the police department. He will get his full severance package.
Yeah. The main reason he's getting fired is because that guy missed the Snorlax that he was trying to catch, and this is not okay with us. Go Team Valor.
It'd be funny if that's exactly what he said too. Like, he made me miss out on this.
Motherfucker made me miss a Dragonite. This is bullshit. I don't know why he's so ghetto, but yeah. Super ghetto Asian doctor. But yeah,
that sounds like a 90s sitcom. Super ghetto Asian doctor.
His martial arts is kick your ass, fool.
That's like that Matt TV sketch, My White Mama, where it was like Artie Lang, and he hits this, he has this black lady with his car, and it shows him trying to help her, and it shows her ghost coming up out of her body, and, like possessing him. So then it's just like big fat white Artie Lang trying to act like a lady from the hood.
You stood up now to show off your shirt?
Oh, no. I was just readjusting.
What is that from?
Nothing. It's just, Xavier at work actually told me about the site designed by humans. And it's just like different artists can...
I didn't know if it was from like a certain amusement park
what does it look like for those of us who don't have the camera to see?
Yeah, I might put a picture of it.
It looks like a horror show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says horror show, and it looks like a 50s like. Oh, it says it's based off of like 50s and 60s like carnival spook show flyers and stuff.
Okay, kind of like the what would that be called? Like the oddities.
That's more of a freak show. This is more of like for like haunted house.
That was really my transition to get into wrestling, because the Oddities was a faction in the WWF
yes, it
Attitude
was.
Be like, describe that shirt. Oh, it looks like a horror show. Thanks, y'all, Matt.
Yeah, because it says horror show on it.
Yeah.
Because you know the team with the most points will win the game.
Usually. Not all the time.
Hey, I heard that if the quarterback throws the ball and a receiver catches it in the end zone, then that's a touchdown.
Well, unless you're the Cowboys, but we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
You had to bring
You know
that
I had
up.
to bring that shit up.
Bro, to this day, there's no way you could convince me that was not a catch, bro.
We're talking about the catch not a catch from Des Bryant from 3 years
The
ago.
F over Dez Bryant and Cowboys
This dude is still
non-catch,
upset.
they say. Like, it was a catch. Like, he caught it, made a football move, dove, ground, fumble. Like, he did not fumble, bro. Like, he stretched out. Like, no, like, I can't even get into that because it's going to make me mad. But that was a catch. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm in the realm of it's a catch, but also, man, what are the playoffs again? I'm a Cleveland fan. What are those?
It's nice.
You don't need to. There's no need for you.
There's something after week 17. What is that?
If you do
Yeah,
good
hey,
enough,
the
normally
offseason.
there is.
What's good?
Well, you got to win more than
2
3
games?
games.
More than one? More
Listen,
than one?
man.
Yeah. Fucking Browns.
Dude, it's not your fault, okay?
But he is right
It
though.
is my
After
fault,
after
right?
week 17, it's the postseason.
What do they have, like posters of the season? It's like, hey, this is
Well,
here
for you,
last again.
it's the off season.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except for the Cavs. The Cavs are doing and the Indians. Oh, every team in Cleveland except the one that I watch.
This is your year, bro.
The Indians? The Indians are going to do it this year.
Y'all gonna make it past that week this year.
The Cavs? Are you talking about the Lake Erie Monsters?
You don't think y'all
They're a
gonna,
hell of a team.
They are. They
I
won.
don't
They
know
won.
anything
That's
about
the
them.
minor league hockey team.
Yeah.
They won a
so
championship.
you're gonna sit here and tell me that y'all not gonna win more than one game this year?
Are we talking preseason as well?
No, regular season.
Oh. I mean, realistically, yeah, I'm a realistic Browns fan, which there's very few of. 3 games.
You think?
I haven't
three?
even seen the schedule yet. 3 games. I feel comfortable
Well,
saying that.
I mean, I think that looks good. Like, they got a couple of tough first games, but then they go against Pickerington Central, so they might
True.
They might be able to
True.
beat
they
them.
might be able to squeak out a win there.
They
Win by a field goal.
Gehenna's gonna be tough.
That is true. They probably
Those
will
are high
lose.
schools. Those are local high schools, by the way.
Who was like, hold on, what the hell team is that?
That's where the Raiders are moving to. Gehenna.
Every
Las
team.
Vegas.
Las Vegas guy.
Gehenna, Vegas.
Yeah, that's the area code or the county, Gehenna County in Nevada.
Really?
Yeah,
Man,
Las
why
Vegas.
is Las Vegas trying to bite us, man? What the fuck?
I
Get outta
know.
here.
Trying to steal our swag. Man. That's
Get the
messed
fuck
up.
out of here. All y'all got is fucking circus and shit. Get out of here.
I do feel really bad for Oakland though, because this is the second time they've lost
Yeah.
the same team. It's like, hey, guess what, you guys?
Well, just so you know, Marshawn Lynch is going to Oakland.
Great. They deserve more good things for
Oakland
fucking over
A's?
the city they're from. Let's talk about a
So,
sport
yeah.
that you know about.
The Cleveland Browns are the highest paid high school team. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but
I just got that from Charles Barkley.
Yeah, but they agreed on a contract.
Oh, did you just get a notification right now?
I see.
I'm
things.
sorry, 2 weeks ago. Because this is from 2 weeks ago. Maybe. I don't know. This is actually...
How
we're
dare
from the
you,
future.
Danny?
I'm pulling back the curtain, letting the viewers know what's happening in real life. We're not even in the same room right now.
Yeah.
So you're Marty McFly.
Yes. The
And I'm
second one.
George. I'm your density.
I'm the Marty McFly that didn't almost have sex with my mom. I'm the other one. That was a tragic memory.
Which other one is there? There's no other Marty McFly. What are you talking about?
In the second one, there's 2 of them in the same movie because it happens during the same time period.
True, but
That's
technically
Still him.
that's still
Yeah. You just fingered my mouth.
No, I didn't. I put
You
my
did.
finger in your face.
As he tried to pick your nose right now.
I did have a little bug though. Teamwork.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Totally.
But yeah, don't you know you can't go over water unless you got power? That's a reference.
Yeah. It's not the line they say, but
It's pretty close.
So how do you
You're
feel
Mandela affecting. You're doing the Mandela effect on Back to the Future too, man.
So what do you think about the Cavaliers getting the number 2 seed?
I don't know. I still think they can run through the East. I don't know about
Indiana's gonna give them problems though.
I think Indiana is good. I do like them, but
Like even if I don't think Cleveland is gonna sweep them, but pretend they do.
Yeah.
I think every game is gonna be close though.
I think that has the potential of happening. I didn't know Indiana got Lance Stevenson back until like this past week.
And it's funny. It's like
Yeah.
he turned
They
back
just
on. Like
they just got him right back, just and then
been
they're going
playing-
against the Cavs,
Yeah,
going against
he's-
LeBron again.
somewhat been playing like the normal him.
Really?
Because ever since he left, it's been like, hold on, who is he?
He played like a scrub in Charlotte. That was he was bad.
And that ain't even the only place he's been at since he left.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. That's how low on the totem pole he dropped.
And now
He
he
didn't-
came back, and
Yeah.
now it's like his name's being mentioned again.
Yeah, I really think Andrew Luck's going to bring that team together this year.
I could see that.
He's a great point guard.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
passes the ball pretty good.
He is good at passing.
He should be a quarterback.
He's like the John Stockton of the NHL.
I was talking about a football player.
What are you talking about?
Nobody. I was talking about
Andrew Luck, the quarterback for the Colts.
I know who he is. I'm not that clueless on football. I know some stuff.
I was really just trying to get a Shinsuke Nakamura reference in because it might be my new favorite pro wrestler, and he's never even wrestled yet.
He was supposed to have been real good where he was at.
You've
before
never
he came-
seen Nakamura wrestle?
I actually went online and saw his dark match because he has wrestled on the main roster against Dolph Ziggler in a dark match, which for those
Isn't
of you,
yeah.
it's not televised, hence the term dark match. But
Why
yeah.
was it that though?
because it was the day he came out for his first debut, where they pretty much just showed his amazing entrance. They wanted to have him, like they normally have people work spots and stuff, so he did a shorter version of what will be his longer first debut match in a dark match. But the the only footage I could find of it was from some drunk idiot holding a cell phone. He's watching the match for about 2 minutes. I'm like, all right, man, this is getting good. Like, it's just starting to, like, pick up speed. And then he proceeds to turn to the right and film the crowd hitting a beach ball around.
Jeez.
And then someone catches the beach ball and pops it. And then everyone's like, asshole, asshole. And I'm like, that guy was a god. Because why the fuck are you looking at a beach ball when you're paying to see a pro wrestler make his debut?
Yeah, like what the?
And then the camera goes back to the match. I'm like, thanks. 5 minutes later, I can see the finish of this match. And then I got to see him do his finisher, and that was
So
it.
have either of you ever seen him wrestle, like, in an actual match?
I did look up stuff on him in Japan, where I watched him fight
in
AJ
Japan.
Styles.
In Japan he was
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to be impressed.
And if you like his
Is this-
entrance music in the WWE, his entrance music in New Japan was so fucking
It was
great.
dude, it's
It's
so
so
good.
good.
Was this a dude that you told me was your cousin?
Yes, I am Japanese.
Yeah.
That's my name is actually Takamichi Noku Shits in my mouth. That's why they call me McShits.
Well, I was a member of Kai and Tai back in the day, so that's
Indeed. Yeah,
Kumite.
I was more of a
Kumite.
Funaki guy.
You remember that? What's that from?
Bloodsport, man. How you gotta not know what Kumite is from?
Yeah, I don't know. It is nice.
Unless
that
you listen to, like, How Did This Get Made? Which
they just yell Kumite
Yeah.
anytime. How Did This Get Made is a great bad movie podcast.
Yeah, they're good. Jason Mantzoukas is kind of annoying
Yeah.
sometimes. But
He's literally the best. He says literally all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't listen to that podcast. Listen to our podcast.
Yeah, we're better. And
Wow.
I'm way sexier than June.
As you stand up and show your shirt off again.
But yeah, it's nice to see people in WWE that are not white people from America not having a racist character now. Like Kai and Tai were like an amazing wrestlers, but since they were Asian, they had to have the Asian shtick, where it's like they would talk and then they would just voice over them. Indeed.
They did that later, though. When they first came out, they were a little bit more legit.
Yeah.
They were just like, I don't know. They were just supposed to be like cool, like young Asian dudes from like Tokyo. Like they were dressed like street dudes. Like they were just like wear hoodies and shorts out to the ring and come out and beat the shit out of Taka Michinoku and then leave.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in general, a lot of the characters in pro wrestling now are becoming less racial stereotypes because they have a bunch of people from England who aren't the British Bulldog.
Yeah.
Or, like...
Bad News Barrett was great when I first found out about him. He was fantastic. I think WCW was always better at those characters because they always, like when I was a kid...
It seemed like in WCW, they just let them do what they wanted, though.
Yeah, they had more creative freedom with their characters.
They had more creative freedom, and any guys that they brought in from, like, Mexico or Japan or whatever, they didn't really change them from who they were in their own country. Yeah. Like, the Luchadors, like, super crazy, and fucking La Parca and all those guys, they were still, like,
high
the same.
Flyers and stuff like that.
And they didn't change their gimmick or anything. They were still super crazy and La Parca and everything, and they still dressed and wrestled and everything like they did in Mexico. Same with Japanese guys, like...
Well, the one dude they did change, and it's thank God for his career they did, was they changed Chris Jericho when he came over. Because in Mexico, he was a luchador. He had to wear a mask. He was...
Well, he stopped wearing that when he was in ECW, didn't he? Because when he ECW...
ECW, yeah. And he wrestled in Japan as well, yeah.
But yeah, back a long time ago when he first started, I can't remember what his name was, but it was like... I think he was called the Lion Tamer or the Lion Kid. I'm making random ones up. Sure, someone's going to correct me as you currently look it up on your phone. But
like WCW did let, they did let them have their own creativity on their character and stuff like that. But I also feel like that's why that company went down too, because it was everybody just kind of got to do what they wanted to do. Like WWE,
honestly, it was letting guys like Hogan run everything that
and Kevin Nash.
Yeah,
like they never want to lose. They got to pick who. Yeah, like they had the right to be like, I can win or lose this match. Like nobody told them. Like in WWE, they enforce stuff more. Like yes, they do go wrong on some of the characters because they mess up on that sometimes. But because they do set rules down, that's why they're the lasting company and on top.
Yeah, they have a creative team as opposed to, these three wrestlers, they're just going to pick who wins and loses. Like, there was a great match because Hulk Hogan still had that creative power when he came back over to WWE or WWF at the time when he fought Shawn Michaels. When I showed you that match.
At SummerSlam.
The only time they've ever fought was at SummerSlam, and it was supposed to be a best of three, where it was like, he'd lose, he'd win, then he'd win, or something. Yeah, he would lose, then win the next two, so that Hulk Hogan would ultimately be the better, blah, blah, blah. Hulk Hogan goes, no, it's going to be one match, and I'm going to win. Hulk Hogan doesn't lose to people who are smaller than him.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels like, well, that's bullshit. I'm the up-and-coming guy. You're supposed to sell for me because I'm the future of the company. He goes, no.
This video
I'm Hulk Hogan.
Like you see like times in that match where like the match almost fell apart because like Shawn Michaels was getting pissed. Like you see him like smack the shit out of Hulk
he
Hogan.
legitimately smacks him in the face because they were supposed to
Hulk
do a
Hogan
spot.
is like this.
Yeah, like they were supposed to do the
only
match
if you could have saw my face right there.
Yeah, the match is historically oversold to where like when he does a chest chop, he falls down, gets up, does a front flip and falls over again.
And one time he did it and fell like out the ring. Like it's over the top. Like I didn't believe him when he told me about it. I think it's SummerSlam 2000.
Yeah. 2000 or 2005.
Would this be on WWE Network?
Yes, it will. For $9.99 a month.
I'll have to. Hey, I got it.
I do too. If you like pro wrestling, you have to get that app because it literally has like all the ECW stuff, WCW stuff, WWE stuff. Like it's.
Yeah, I was gonna say going back to WCW. Like, at that time when Hogan was fucking everything up, the most interesting stuff to me was all the cruiserweight guys, because it was like, they were having the most interesting, fun matches to watch. It was like
Chris Benoit,
Chris Jericho,
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, all those
Dean
guys.
Malenko, Man of 1,001 Holes.
Yeah.
Ultimo Dragon, that was my favorite wrestler.
Ultimo.
That dude was much. I loved Ultimo Dragon, he was so cool.
Yeah.
And he was like, he mixed he had like a mixture of Japanese and Mexican wrestling too, because he was
went to-
Japanese, but he was also a luchador.
Yeah.
Like in Mexico, he wrestled in Mexico and trained in Mexico.
Did he
too
go
when
to
he was younger.
WWE too?
He did, but
He was better in
they-
WCW.
they
Yeah, they
buried
fucked him
him.
over. The
Him and Tajiri. Like, I fucking love Tajiri in ECW. I thought he was so cool. The
Well, he
did the
Japanese
tarantula.
buzzsaw.
Well,
yeah, man.
they gave him a little push in WWF.
A little bit, but then they just buried him after.
Because with their
after a
rules
while.
with the rope break, he couldn't do his finisher, which is where he does his move, where he ties them up on the ropes for a submission. There is you can't do it in America, but there's a hilarious match with him and Azuka.
I was about to say
the girl,
Asuka.
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 Asuka. I can never say her name right, but it's this hot Japanese girl that's in their next
NXT,
development program.
yeah.
They had a match in Japan.
It's
where it was
brutal,
a dude against
like-
a
Her
girl.
and who?
Her and Tajiri.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, bro, he
brutal.
fought her.
It's a hardcore Japanese match, a man against a woman, and
Yeah.
she fucks him up.
No,
But
he
beats
fucks
the
her
shit
up,
out of her
dude.
too.
She didn't fuck him. He was like, when he'd have like people on their knees and give them like those
The
really
kicks.
hard kicks in the
Yeah.
sternum. He does that.
That's
shit
where
to her.
that Daniel Bryan move came
He
from,
like-
wasn't it?
Yeah, he
like-
they wrestled like it was two. It was like it was two men.
Yeah,
They let him do that.
like it was
Yeah,
legit.
in Japan.
Like it wasn't like how WWE does.
Where you
He
have
used
to
to do
tag
stuff
out.
like that. Yeah, it was
That's
just
probably
like
why she
it
doing
was
so
one
good.
on. Tajiri was like acting weird as fuck, like he always did. He like came out with these weird Coke bottle glasses on. It's a fucking good.
That's
match.
probably why she doing so good in WWE, because she used to fight men over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it helps that she's super hot as well.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega. Speaking of weird matches, have you ever seen the footage of him having the match against the 12-year-old girl?
No, but that sounds amazing.
It's so.
I bet he
it's
sold
so
the
funny.
shit out of it.
He did. It's so funny. Jim Cornette hates Kenny Omega because of that,
For real?
like shit like that. But just like I like how Kenny handles it. He just like
Why did he
He's-
have a match like that?
There's a bunch of smaller organizations in Japan that do like gimmicky, like almost comic relief matches, and that was one of them. They were like, they hired Kenny Omega. They were like, "Yo, we want you to have a match with this 12-year-old girl," and he was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And he was like, "I recently got a message from her. She's like 16 and she wants to have another match against him."
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she would like do chest chops, and he would like fly across the ring.
It
You
was,
Yeah,
seen
'cause-
it?
yeah. Well, I mean, like I watched a lot of random shit because there's stuff in Japan where they have like exploding ring matches, alligator
Yeah.
matches. They've recently had firecracker matches.
Didn't Mankind used to have matches like that? Cactus Jack.
Cactus
Cactus Jackoo.
Yeah, he used to have in IWA the King of the Death match. I have that on tape over here. We still haven't watched it, but it's amazing. He's my favorite wrestler.
Cactus Jack was cool. I liked
Did
Cactus
didn't you
Jack.
used to want to be a pro wrestler?
Oh, dude, that's who didn't?
That's what I'm saying. You go to next. Try it out.
Dude, there's no way I could be a pro wrestler. that
We'll be your
life-
pro wrestler name.
That I don't know, the comeback kid.
Dang, didn't you used to wrestle?
I actually real wrestled. I didn't pro wrestle. Although I was so into pro wrestling in my first match ever in actual real wrestling. Well, when I showed up to wrestling, I thought it was real. Like I'm like, yeah, we're all gonna get like sweet names and fucking Stone Cold Stunner people, and they're like, no, you fat fucks, start running.
What the?
And by the time warm-ups were done, I was like dying. I was like, good practice, guys. And they're like, that was warm-ups. We
You're
didn't
lying.
even start. I was like, oh. And then, yeah, we had like another 2 hours of practice after that. But my first match, I had no idea how to wrestle because I'd been on the team for 2 weeks because I started really late in the season. And the dude shot in for a double leg. I pushed his head between my legs, and then I fucking pedigreed the kid and knocked him out, and then pinned him. Because since I didn't technically lock my hands, it was a legal move.
They thought you
Oh,
just
wow.
pushed him to the
They
ground.
thought I
man.
just fell over. But I legitimately pedigreed this kid and knocked him out and rolled him over and pinned him.
Now the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, it's fucking pro wrestling, dude. And then my coach was like, never do that again.
You got lucky.
You could kill
You
someone.
got lucky. Start fucking running. I was like, what? I just won. No, you got lucky. That kid had no idea what he was doing. Start running. And then the next week I got pinned in 10 seconds.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I wrestled someone who knew how to wrestle. And I thought, like, yeah, you just get pumped up. You fucking slap your chest a bunch. You go,
all cow.
And you, like, wave your finger back and forth, and then you fucking do a leg drop. Yeah. No. Like, if someone knows how to wrestle you, they're gonna fucking slam you to the ground.
So Roy raging out didn't help at that point?
No, actually, being aggressive, over-aggressive, actually locks you up and makes you easier to wrestle. Yeah. Like, if you go into a wrestling match or a fight in general, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking destroy this dude, and you get super tense, like, yeah, you're gonna get wrecked. Because your muscles tense up so tight you can't react.
As he stands up and shows his shirt off again.
I'm not shooting on my shirt, man. I'm just adjusting. I swear.
It's a nice shirt.
That story reminds me of my first time playing like basketball at the playground. Like this kid was guarding me, and I gave him a razor's edge. I'm like, "Fuck it."
Do you remember that basketball tournament?
3 in his face. I walked off.
You remember the basketball tournament we played in together?
Then I just went like white lightning and I walk away.
Do you remember the basketball tournament we played in together?
I do.
I ain't never gonna forget that.
Well, it was a good experience.
What happened? I don't know.
We played basketball against other teteams. Can you believe?
Can you believe we did that?
That sounds like a really good story. It's almost like something
it was like it was
at your.
It was at Reynoldsburg High School. I didn't. My cousin did. But it was a memorial tournament.
It was a 3-on-3 tournament.
This kid had that had gone there that was playing like Division II ball somewhere, like passed away.
Did you tell me about that? Is that how we got in it?
That was Miles.
Okay, I'm about to say something.
It was a friend of his, remember?
Yeah, somebody we knew told us about it. So it was me, you, and
it was me, you,
Fat Boy Roy.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who was the other dude.
Fat Boy Roy plays basketball?
He actually good, bro.
Was Zach Randolph?
Yeah. My friend, he played he's a bigger dude, but like he plays like Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph, like the first time I played him, I was like, this dude should not be this quick for as big as he is.
Yeah.
He's like,
because he's not like Rick Ross, like fat.
No.
He's just a bigger guy.
He's over $3 bills. But
yeah, no, not then. No. I don't.
Not back when I knew him.
Well, recently he's over $3 bills, but like I can tell because we were at a club and I could see him like just even dancing. The dude moves like he's $150.
He's the perfect. You can't judge him by how he looks.
Yeah, he's got little guy speed for being a big dude.
Because like when we used to go to the cages, people look at him and be like, "Oh, he bigger. I'm just gonna blow by him." He uses that to his advantage, so it actually helps us out. But I cannot remember who the other person was.
I can't for the life of me remember. Was it Predator?
The Predator was on your team?
I think it was.
I think it was.
Yeah. He ripped out people's skulls and hung them for like...
I know you're talking about. But the funny story is that we played in that. It was a 3-on-3 tournament, but you had to have a fourth for like the sub.
Yeah, you just have 3-on-3, but you had a sub for your team.
So...
The Predator turned on his cloaking device, and they're like, hey, man, you guys only got 2 people on the
court.
Just
flying around.
Yeah, and he's just shooting people with lasers and shit.
So we played in that. We lost. We legit lost every game we did. We lost by like 1 or 2 points. Yeah. Every game.
Every game was close. We thought we were going to be playing against other guys like us.
But no,
everybody was a college player.
Yeah, we're playing against college people. Or either people that just got done playing for that school but done graduating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we lost. We had to play 3 play-in games. And then we played 4 play-in games, and then the tournament started. That decided the seedings, and then we went to a tournament. But we lost every game by 1 or 2 points. But the funny thing is, though, we went back the next year. You didn't end up getting.
I decided not to play. Yeah, and it was like a complete.
He wanted to save himself from the embarrassment because he thought it was going to happen again.
I didn't think that.
So it was me.
But it was a completely different team other than you.
It was me, my dude, Quan, Dennis, and his friend.
Yeah.
So.
And that dude, Chandler or whatever, that dude was a beast athlete.
So what happened was, it almost was a repeat of history. We lost all 4 games by 1 or 2 points.
The play-in games for
the
seed.
play-in games. They
lost those.
So we went into the tournament as like the second to last seed. Real talk. We talked and was like, this shit is not about to happen. We legit had to play. We played every team that beat us, and we won the whole tournament.
And this is your Jacob's Ladder scenario?
No, I was there.
No,
I saw
like
the whole
real
thing.
talk.
You could ask
Real
me.
talk.
Virgil was there. Me and Virgil were there on the sidelines, chilling, watching.
And my friend Virgil actually made a good decision. That actually, because in the final game we had to play. Everybody on their smallest dude.
They
was
had
probably like 6.
They had a
4,
legit 7 foot
yeah,
tall player.
Like their shortest dude was taller than our tallest dude. Virgil made that switch as far as like told me to switch out with my boy Quan, and then we ended up winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because in the tournament, I wanted to come off the bench because I had that energy to spark off the bench. I felt like that's why we was losing, honestly.
I remember you got into that duel with the short dude on the other team that was like, had all the tattoos.
And
he started talking. This dude is a college player, right?
Yeah.
And I still remember the trash talk. This dude was like, he hit a shot over Lorenzo. And this dude was like, what, man? I do this for a living, bro. And then I could see Lorenzo got fucking mad. And he just starts going one-on-one with him and just starts draining threes in his face. And Lorenzo turns around, he's like, what, man? We do this for fun. We just do this for fun. You in college, you're supposed to be beating me. And this dude got so salty. He got so mad.
He hated on us the whole rest of that tournament too, because they was the favorites to win. So the whole crowd, like they had their families, their friends there. Yeah. We had to play them in the first round. They was projected to win, and the team that
everybody
had
was cheering. It was me and Virgil that was cheering for them. Everybody else in the gym was cheering for this other team.
Like, and when that dude did that move, that legit this part, because I play better when I get angry. So it was like, I felt like if I didn't shit on this dude, we could lose. Bro, after that, bro, I pretty much just embarrassed him.
He did. That's not even like embellishing at all. Like, people might hear this and think you're just like talking big because it's the internet. No, it was like legit.
And to add on to that, because people do think stuff like that.
Hold on.
What the
fuck is the internet?
If I was gonna talk like I'm that good, I would have never mentioned the year before when we didn't win one game.
Yeah,
out of
like
the
we legit lost
6 or 7
game.
we played. But this next time, bro, was like we had such a good team where it was just little mistakes was why we lost them 4 games. Because every game we lost by 1 or 2 points that time. Mm-hmm. Went to that tournament, beat everybody, and as you said, everybody hated on us every game just because we started talking shit because people talk shit to us, and then we was beating everybody.
They're all local too. They all went to that school and everything. So
and in that championship game, the dude that was guarding me was like 7 foot something, wasn't he?
He was and then and Chandler was guarding him, which was like because of his athleticism. This dude was 7 feet tall, but he wasn't like super athletic. So the other guy that was on their team was like a beast athlete, so he could keep the ball away from him on the inside, like face guard him and shit, and just keep him from getting the ball in. I still remember the last play. I think it was either you or Quan were going in for the for some reason you got the ball and you brought it back out.
It was me.
And then Virgil's on the side. Let me step back from the microphone a little bit.
This is another thing we never gonna forget.
You're going for the final point. It's game point, and Virgil just goes. He's standing on the side, puts his hands around his mouth to amplify. He goes kill, 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 kill.
Bro, it was hilarious, bro. That's a memory I ain't never gonna forget.
It was, yeah.
But yeah, we ended up winning that whole thing.
Yeah. And Virgil and me even got in on the championship picture, even though we didn't play.
Coach Virgil and Coach Steiner. Yeah. It was just little things we needed to tweak that helped us win.
It was Phil Jackson and Tex Winter out there.
Yep.
And then it faded to black, and he woke up and goes, "Man, that would have been great." Jacob's Ladder.
Well, I still got the trophy.
That's not how Jacob.
I know.
I still got the trophy to prove that it happened.
I bought trophies too. Don't worry.
Yeah, you got to buy them.
Yeah. I got a sweet golf trophy I got from a thrift store. I'll replace
look, mama, I did it. I won.
Hell yeah, 3rd place at a junior golf meet.
You're like, this is putt-putt.
Shut up! I thought it was a football tournament.
We're working on a short game, man.
Oh, man. Alright, well, without going too long, I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. I feel we should do more episodes like this, just talking
about pro wrestling and stuff.
About pro wrestling, about a multitude of topics. I don't know if I used multitude correctly in that sense, but
It'll work.
Yeah.
I don't speak English, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Good job.
I'm
And-
actually speaking Japanese to my phone, and this is how the
It's
text
translating
is
it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually Siri.
Sweet.
But yeah, I think this episode was fun.
It was a lot of fun. And I hope everybody listening had a lot of fun. And if you like it, like and subscribe. Check
Leave
out,
comments.
give us comments. Tell us if you liked it, what you didn't like, if you have anything you'd like us to talk about in particular. And, navigate that series of tubes over to SoundCloud as well and follow us there. You can...
What's the series of tubes?
It's the internet.
This whole time. No, like legitimately, the best thing you can do for the podcast is tell someone else about it.
Yes.
Like, if you... It helps enjoy it as well, because it's like watching a TV show. You want to talk about it with somebody, have someone else watch it too, so that you can talk about it as well. And,
Yeah, please do. If you like it, let your friends know. We'd really, we obviously don't get paid for this, but we have fun doing it, and we'd like...
Yeah, we do this for the people.
Yeah, we'd like to know other people enjoy it too, and if we can up our viewership base up to, I believe we're at 3 viewers now, so it's growing.
it actually went down. Well, there's 3 of us, so we all watch it. Does anyone else watch it?
I don't know. That's a
Nah,
good
we
question.
we got views.
Yeah, we got the subscribers. We've made enough alt accounts, and we're getting it up there. So
I got 11 right now. How many subscribers do we have?
11, I believe.
Oh.
Ayo.
All right.
It's
So
really
yeah,
just us.
SoundCloud.com. The link will be in the description. Go there. You can download episodes or listen to it straight through the SoundCloud app. And that is this week's episode of Talking Stuff. We're out.
Heyo.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Stop hands.